Morning, everyone. Sorry, I was sitting right here. All right, good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 9th day of January, 2015. Daryl, I've updated your stuff in Ninja, so you shouldn't be getting that error message anymore. James, yours too. Or not error message, but the notice. Okay. All right, let me minimize that. Slide this over. Not you, James. Different James. All right. Well, it looks like we're starting out the day with this. Possible short over here on the Russell. It's, you know what I don't have up? I don't have up my ES. I don't know if we're going into a zone or not. Where is the ES? There it is. Okay. And I don't have a gas either. Okay, and there's the gas. All right. My charts always get messed up in the partners meetings. One other thing I want to take a quick look at, where we stand with our option today. 2005, it's trading at 49. Calls and puts. Yeah. All right. Soybeans pulling back up, testing BBC. It's got a high right now, 47 and a half. So it'll have a low. It's got a high of 47.75. It'll have a low of 46.75. Okay. Russell zone at 89.90. Thank you. So we're in it right now. Okay, there's the down close over there on the soybeans. The short trade on the soybeans right there. Okay. Bam. Short on the soybeans from 46.75. Okay. And make sure I have 8 ticks risk. I have 8 ticks risk. And let's see where we go with that. It's not looking good right now. But we'll see. Hopefully it'll bounce off this red YBR right here and move all the way down like we want it to. Okay. Gold's got a long trade right here at 12.14. There's a long on gold. Okay. And natural gas had a short a minute ago, but I'm not in it. Right here, had a natural gas short. Okay. And the gold is taken off. I didn't get filled. I tried to get filled, but I didn't get filled. The up close right there on the gold was the spot. We're dangerously close to stopping out on the soybeans here. I think we're going to get stopped. There, we just did. Okay, -8 on the beans. Just going to use a new sheet. All right. Got it. All right, so the recording has started. Not that you guys ever get to see those recordings. Occasionally, you get to see them. Eventually, I'm going to get them put out on the website somewhere. It's just so much. Those recordings, it's just like so many of them, and they're so big. All right, so we didn't put in a higher swing here on gold. We bounced right off a significant area here on the soybeans. I didn't put my arrows on that soybean trade. Stop out. The Russell's dropping through the weekly trading zone now. The ES is dropping a little bit here too. All right, the crude. The crude has this. It's got a high of 53 down to a low. It's going to have a low of 49. A down close there at 49 on crude would be short. Okay. We need a pullback here on the Russell so we can get some divergence. There's a little bit of divergence. Okay. Now, we may have a momentum trade here, depending on how this plays out. This bar's got to close so we can draw the trend line, and then we need to close on the other side of it. All right, on the crude, this up close right, that down close right there at 51 is a short. Right there at 51. That is a momentum trade there on the Russell at 86.6. Okay, and the gold put in a higher swing now. Okay, I'm short the crude. I'm short the crude. And the gold is pulling back. Like this. All right. And we're short the Russell. Stop at break even on that one. I got in at 87 on the Russell on the pullback, and I just got out at break even. Okay, on the pullback right in here. I got out there at break even. Now we need 4 ticks profit or close below the MA1 on the crude. Okay, 4 ticks profit or close below the MA1. On the Russell, since this was a momentum trade, we can draw a trend line now and look for the close below the trend line now that we have a pullback with some divergence. In a little while, Frank. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. Since it's crude, I'll put it on top of the crude. What we're anticipating here on the crude is that the green line is going to turn down and get down into the cycle. When it does, it should put in a lower swing down here below 43. Okay, we should get below 43 here on the crude. And the Russell's got bearish divergence and is trading above the BBC. So there's no trade for us over there at the moment. Okay, stop to break even on the crude. Oh, crap. We're looking for that to get down below 43. All right, there it's down at 43 right now. I'm going to lock in some profit on that. 4 ticks right now. As the green line gets into the cycle, we should put in a lower swing here. Okay, we should put in a lower swing. New deal. Not yet, anyway. Okay, so I'm flat the crude with 4 ticks profit. And let's see, this is going right up into a zone, so we're not doing anything with that. We don't have any divergence over here on the soybeans, so we can't do anything with that. The ES is starting to move up. All right, just looking around to see what we can do here. Nothing right at the moment. Now the soybeans have moved up. Soybeans have gone 8 cents from significant area to significant area. All right, after stopping us out. It's got a low here of 48 and a quarter. It's going to have a high of 49 and a quarter. So an up close there at 49 and a quarter would be a long trade on the soybeans. Okay, the crude looking left isn't trending, so I'm not going to go for the long trade right here until we get a higher swing in place. Soybeans now have a low of 48. They're going to have a high of 49. Hang on. 47 up to 48. 47 up to 48. On the gold, let's see. The gold is a little messy here. On the soybeans, guys, the black step line is crossed down, so there's no trade there on the soybeans. Okay, the black step line crossed down below the BBC, so no trade there on the beans, okay? And on the gold, we're not trending, so we're not going to have anything there. And nothing on natural gas. The ES has a long trade off the BBC at 55. Right here at 55. Okay. And the Russell is now above its weekly trading zone. So an up close here on the Russell from 90.2 would be up at 90.6. Okay, an up close there at 90.6 would be a long trade on the ES. All right, and I'm in at 90.7. And I should have already had my stop at break even on that. I'm flat. It closed above the MA1, so I should have had my stop at break even, and I just put it at break even and got out. Okay. No other trades right here, guys. Gold needs to put in a lower swing. The Russell needs to put in a higher swing. Soybeans has nothing here. Crude oil's got nothing here. Natural gas is nothing here. All right. So currently we're -8 on beans and +4 on crude. That's where we stand. All right. While we wait for this, I'll show you, Frank, quickly. The 8:30 move on the gold, the non-farm payrolls came out. Okay, the initial move was really jagged. It dropped down. Then all this was in probably a couple of seconds. All this stuff right in here. Then this would have been tradable in here. Okay. I did not know that, Jada. All right. So the Russells dropped down into the weekly trading zone again. We didn't put in a lower swing here with the gold. Crude oil's a mess. Soybeans are a mess. And natural gas is a mess. No, Bart, that was from non-farm payrolls. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to close my door. Okay. Alright, so the gold didn't put in a lower swing. The Russell is now below its weekly trading zone. The natural gas is just going sideways. Soybeans are going sideways. These markets are a mess right now. The Russell, we might be able to trade on the Russell. Down close of this bar would be a momentum short trade, would be 88.1. Okay. That is a momentum short right there. And now it's got some divergence to go with it. All right, I'm in at 88.2. Stop at break even. Stop it plus a tick. And I'm flat. One tick. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on. Yeah. It was over here, right? 88.2 to here. Could have shorted again right in here at 87.8 if you wanted to. Okay, I missed that. Yeah, the ES is, oh, and the ES is going into a zone too, right? Nobody told me about that. The ES is in a zone. Thanks. The ES is in a zone, so I'm not gonna, actually the ES is below the zone now, right? Rod? Okay, the crude finally moved enough. To have a trend. The natural gas is going up. The crude is going down. That's good. The Russell is pulling back a little bit for us. The ES is below its weekly trading zone now. Gold still hasn't given us anything that we can work with. Crude, we didn't get any divergence at all on that. Okay, over here on the Russell, a down close of this bar would be a short trade. 87.3 is the high. 86.9 would be the low. Okay, down close right there at 86.9 is a momentum short trade on the Russell. Okay. You guys remember from the meeting last night what the momentum trades are? It's when you get a close below the MA1 and below the trend line at the same time. Okay. Remember, as soon as you get any profit in those trades, you got to throw your stop at break even. Okay, so your stop should be at break even on this one. All right. Let me do this on that. Okay, I wasn't watching it. Okay, over here on crude, a down close of this bar right here. It's got a high of 48.35. It'll have a low of 48.32. Now it's got a high of 48.37. It'll have a low of 48.33. That would be a short trade on the crude. Okay. Blow the crude up a little bit more for you. There. Draw a trend line. There's our trend line. Okay. All right, this bar right here, 48.37 is the high, 48.33 will be the low. Down close at 48.33 would be a short trade on the crude. Okay, it'll be a momentum short trade too because it closed below the MA1. All right, now it's got a high of 38, so it'll have a low of 34. The Russell's going right back up to the zone here. So we're not looking to trade it into the zone. The ES is also going back up into its zone. Okay. We're about to not have any kind of a trade at all over here on the crude because the black step line's about to cross up above the BBC. Okay. All right. Is anybody in here for the first time? Anybody? Duke, are you in here? Okay. All right. So we're waiting now for the Russell T to get up above the weekly trading zone or to turn back down. Okay. And there's no trade here because there's no divergence left on the crude. What else do we have for news today? Sign in. Really? All right, the natural gas is trending. The Russell's going up into the zone. Natural gas and up close on this bar would be a momentum long trade. 956 is the low. 960 would be the high on that. Okay. Things are going a little slow this morning compared to yesterday. So far we're -8 on beans, +1 on the Russell, and +4 on crude so far. All right, on the natural gas. We need to do that. All right. All right. The natural gas, you should be looking to enter at 62 on the up close at 62 on the gas now. Okay, that would be a momentum trade. Okay, the crude put in a lower swing. The gas just closed up. Hang on. Trying to move that right. Yeah. Down close here on crude would be a short trade too. All right. There was the crude. Stop to break even on the crude. Stop to +5 on the crude. Plus, oops, flat. Okay. Sorry guys, that was quick. And it's pulling back again. All right. Yeah, the natural gas was a momentum trade. You should have had your stop at break even and been out of that thing. Okay, depending on where you got in, of course, but On the crude, you get a high of 24, you're going to have a low of 20. Okay, down close at 20 on the crude would be a short trade. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I missed this over here on the Russell. This was a perfect example of the bounce off the BBC trade setup. And we put in a lower swing as the green line gets down into the cycle, so we should pull back and do it all over again. All right, and over here on the crude, focus too much on the crude. Over here on the crude, and there goes the gas, guys. Okay, so if you couldn't get your stop to break even before like me, now you can. Okay. All right, now I'm flat on the gas. All right, and the gold just ran too. Russell's pulling back. Now it's working the way it should work. Gold is running, the indexes are tanking. All right. Here's our trend line on gold. We got a high here of 87.5. We'll have a low of 87.1. I'll short the 87.1 if we get it. Okay. And on the gold, we got a low of 15.4. We're going to have a high of 15.9. If it stays, never mind. And over here on the Russell, 87.6 down to 87.2. All right, and then short the Russell at 87.1, stop to break even. Gonna lock in a couple of ticks. And hopefully the Russell, the green line should go all the way down into the cycle and we should get down below 85.6. I'm in at 87.1. And now I just got a couple out of that. Okay, so I'm -8 on beans, I'm +3 on the Russell, and +9 on crude right now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I was looking down, we got this up close on the gold. So there's a long trade there on gold, if you wanted it. I just jumped in at 15.4 when it pulled back. Okay, now let me finish drawing my thing over here. There. Okay, where do I stand? 120. I need 8 ticks to get my goal for the day. Where am I in? 0.4. There's my goal for the day right there. Okay. All right. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades. All right, 9 trades. 30 minutes. And 100 a contract. Where's my cursor? Here it is. From there to there. All right. How did I get the Russell fill? On this one? It pulled back. I filled on the pullback on that one, I think. Anyway, we do have a higher swing in place, so this up close right here is a long trade on the Russell at 87.3. And I'm trying 87.4. And I'm taking my order off. I missed it. I didn't get filled on that one, Steve. How large an area do I allow for shop? For example, this area in here, you mean? Or this area in here? I just look left and I look to see if we're putting in higher highs or lower lows. Okay, and if we're not putting in higher highs or lower lows, then we're not trending. You know, in here we had put a lower low in right here, so we were okay to trade right there. And now we have a higher high in, and I was in there on that trade, and I got out there. And up close right here on the gas would be a momentum long trade. 963 is the low, 67 would be the high. Okay, so if you get an up close there at 67 on the gas, that would be a momentum long trade. All right. My last trade. Which last trade? Steve. All right, the Russell just went right up into the weekly trading zone. This one right here was my last trade on the Russell that I actually got filled on. And I filled on a pullback. The gas trade that I just put on, that I just said, natural gas. I'm in at 67. Oh, I meant to just lock in 10 ticks here. I'm trying to get 10 or 8. Okay, 8. From there to there. Okay. James, do you know of any way to tell from pre-market we will have trending early morning or a choppy one? There's no guaranteed way, James, but if you have a morning like we did in gold today from the pre-market when the non-farm payrolls came out, you're likely to have a lot of chop. I don't know what the natural gas and the crude looked like in the pre-market, but they may have been choppy as well. I mean, they may have been trending as well because they open up a little bit early. And usually if you get a big move in the market, in the pre-market, once the regular markets open up, you know, at 9:30, there's a lot of consolidation as people are trying to figure out what side to be on after a big move. Okay, on the natural gas, we've got a low 70, we're going to have a high 74. So an up close there at 74 would be a long trade on the gas. Ready? Watching that gas for the up close. This up close right here on crude is a momentum long trade. Okay, and we didn't get the up close on the gas yet. We did get the up close on the crude. I'm long crude at 46. It's a momentum trade. So as soon as I can put my stop at break even, I'm gonna. I should have just done it a second ago. Okay, the couple of things just happened somewhere. The gas closed up, so I'm long on the gas. I'm long on gas and crude at the same time. I hate being in that position. They should go in opposite directions. Okay, I'm going to slide the gas over here so you can watch it there. Stop at break even on the crude. Oops. Okay, looks like we're going to stop out on the gas probably. And we're out of break even on the crude. Hopefully the gas will work. I missed something here on the gold. Yeah, right in here. 75. My stop should be right there at 67. All right. I'm going to put this back over here on this side. I'll let you know if I stop out. Okay. Soybeans didn't put in a higher swing, so we really got nothing there. What does the bracket look like on the gas? That was yesterday, Jason. And I threw that sheet out. I just stopped out on the gas. Okay. Oh, the bracket on my DOM on the gas. Looks like this. You can do factor and ticks. Okay. Is that good, Jason? Good. Okay. Wow, these markets are a mess today. Where do we stand right now? Right now we are -8 on beans, +3 on the Russell, +9 on crude, break even on gas, +8 on gold. It's 170, 200. Well, we're up 2 points anyway. Crude is trending now. We just put in a higher swing, so the crude is trending. Okay. The soybeans made it up to a significant area, 1052. All right, that's a little bit of a momentum trade right there on the crude at 57. I'm not in it. I just went to put my order on and it went away from me. But it was right there at 57. Okay. The Russell and the ES are both getting up above their weekly trading zones. Not the whole session, James. It causes consolidation a lot. You know, like I showed you, the non-farm payrolls. You know, if we, let's minimize this thing really small. Okay, this is from the non-farm payroll. This big move right here. And then it consolidated, it retraced about 50% of the move, tried to move back up, but it didn't make it, so it got rejected. And now this is about 60% retracement. And this, all this consolidation right here, all this junk, is trying to make up for this. All right, this is all the people that were in this area right here. If they were short in that area, or if they were long in this area, they got to work it all out right in here. And that's what this consolidation is. All right, now we're putting in higher swings on gold. You know, the high of the day on gold in that move up was right here at 18.4, and now we're up at 19.2. So we should have some good trending movement on gold now that we put in a higher high. Okay, speaking of gold, there's a trade right here at 12.19. All right, I just jumped in at 19.1. There's 4 ticks profit. I'll lock in just 1 tick. And it took me out with 1 tick. Okay. All right. That. I didn't take anything here on crude. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I love the trending days. Yesterday was good. We had good volatility yesterday. I mean, across the board. I think we were up on everything yesterday, weren't we? I shouldn't throw my sheets out so quickly. But yeah, this was yesterday. We were up on everything yesterday. We're still down on gold on the month. We had 2 big down days. Right now we're +9 on the day. What do we need to be up? I need 5 more ticks to be up on the month on gold. My neck is sore. All right. I think we're having a cycle reset here on the crude. All right, we'll see in a minute. Over here on the soybeans. Let's draw the trend line. Okay, and up close of this bar would be a long trade on the soybeans. I'd be up at 52.25. It's also the high of the day. Right here. So if we break up above 52.25, ding ding, like that. Okay, I'm long 52.25 on the beans. Let's see, up above 52, we should get up to 58. Okay, that's where the bean should go, 58. You see 420 by 212. It wants to break through 53 right here. When it gets up above 53, I think you'll see some more big numbers up here. Okay. On crude, we're testing the BBC on this little pullback. I was saying I think it's going to be a cycle reset. I do still think that. But if we get a down close at 52, it would be a short trade. We've got to get through 53 right here. Okay, on the crude, I'd really rather see the crude go up right here than down. But 59 is the high, that means 55 would be the low. So a down close at 55 would be a short trade on crude. Crap. Okay, there it is. All right, I'm short 55 on crude. I'm short 55 on crude. I'm long 52.25 over here, and I'm should have been short on the Russell right there. And I'm looking for gold to close down. Okay, stop to break even on the crude. And I'm still looking for gold to close down. This has got a high of 18.7. It's going to have a low right there at 18.3. Okay. So I'm short 18.3 here. I'm short 48.55 there, and I'm long 52.25 here. I've got to get through. All right, stop to break even on the gold. We've got to get through this level right here at 53 on the beans. Locking in profit on the crude. +7 on crude. Okay, we're flat the crude with 7 ticks. Locking in a little on the gold. There's 5, 7. 8. What did I get on the crude? 7. And I just took 9 on the gold. And the soybeans, did the soybeans go up high enough? 52.50? They went up to 53. I needed 53.25. there, down to there, and there. The gold is still going down, down to there. Alright. Right back at you, Jada.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Bert. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, a little bit of a delay getting in.
Yeah? How come?
Yeah.
You got snow?
Yeah, but it's cold, and
Yeah.
it's been that way for the last 3 days, but today it's just brutal.
Yeah. We got snow right now.
It's not that bad here, but the trains are miserable, so.
Yeah, it was about 22 this morning. So it's not too bad compared to yesterday.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad at all.
I'll take 22.
Mm-hmm.
Jake and I are going skiing tonight.
Oh, is that tonight?
Yeah, it's every Friday for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And today I have a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter turns 13 today.
Oh, wow.
So. All right, on crude. Sorry I missed this, guys. On crude, this down close right here at 48.51 was the spot to short. Okay. Oh, geez, I hadn't even noticed it closed above the MA1. Thanks for pointing that out, Steve. On the beans, we closed above the MA1, so I should have moved my stop to break even. I hadn't even noticed it. Once we break through 53 right here, guys, we should get all the way up to 58 on the beans. All right. We just got to get through this 53 level here, and then we should get up there. And it could be fast, too. Like, just a few bars. Well, 5 bars. Need to close below the trend line there on the crude. But you're right, Steve. You're right. What should I just do? Right. Now I'm out on the beans. Thanks for pointing that out, Steve. I hadn't even noticed it. We're skiing. I think it's just going to be initial part. You think they become human again, Homer? That's what Alan was saying yesterday. You're going to have 2 years of total crap. Just look beyond those 2 years. All right. On the crude, I believe this is a down close below the trend line. It was a down close below the trend line, and it's pulled all the way back. I'm not in it, but I think I'm going to get in it. I'm going to wait for a down close first, though. Okay. Now the black step line's crossed up. The entry on the crude was from right here. All right. I'm not in it. It would have stopped me out. If we get a down close off the red YBR right there, it'll probably move down the way we expect it to. But I'm not going to bother with it now. Hey, the soybeans finally broke. They didn't break. I thought they broke up above 53. was just thinking, Bert, about the last time I had pictures of you going skiing with all your kids. And you had the flask.
Yeah, I
So,
grabbed like 3 or 4 flasks.
yeah, I know. I was thinking because originally I was just going to go skiing to hang with Jake,
Uh,
but when the school found out, they made me a chaperone.
yeah, you got to be responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
She won't be normal until she's 25, Jada. Yeah,
kitty
you know.
cat.
Hmm. Did you have a question about the Dom, Calvin? No, Jada said she's speaking from experience. Because you figure you weren't normal until you were 25, huh? Is that what you're saying? Hmm. I'll have to ask your parents about that. Just kidding. Let's see. 957 on the natural gas is the high. 957 is the high. What the heck is going on with that? How? Okay. 957 is high. 953 would be the low on this. 953 would be the low on the gas. Okay. A down close at 953 on gas would be a short trade. And I stopped out on gold. Actually, you know what? On the gas, you could sell 957. Crap, I did that wrong. Sorry. I didn't realize we had hit the BBC right there. Okay, on the soybeans, we have pulled all the way back down to the BBC. And up close here at 51.75 would be a long trade. Okay. And there goes the gas. If you stayed in at 953 entry on the gas, it would have been a momentum entry, and you'd be 4 ticks in profit right now. Stop should be a break even. Okay. Sorry, I messed that one up. You hear my stomach? Toyota shotgun. I do, but it's in Connecticut. It's a long way away when I need it. On the soybeans, we didn't get the up close yet. Anyway, it looks like we're probably going to get a down close there on the beans. On the Russell, we got to pull back like that. Hey, you know what I haven't heard much of? All right, down close on this bar on the Russell will be a short trade. 86.3 is a high. 80. Oops, right there. I'm sorry, I just messed that up. Put my order on in the wrong place. But either way, I'm going to put my stop at plus a tick. Yeah, the Russell already put in a lower swing. I'll lock in 3, 5. All right, we'll take 5. Gold's not trending. All right. A down close on this bar would be a momentum short. That'd be at 85 on the Russell if you wanted it. Gold is now trending. It's moving up. The index is moving down the way it should be. And there's the up close on the soybeans at 51.5. Okay. All right. Gas is dropping. Well, it's actually pulling back. It did drop. Now it's pulling back. That's momentum short there on the Russell. Momentum short there at 85 if you want it. Okay. Stop should be a break even on that now. Okay, should be locking in profit on the Russell. Plus 4. Out. On the gas, it's got a high of 53. It's going to have a low of 49. Oops. God, it's twice I almost did that. Put my order on in the wrong place. All right. This is another momentum short here at 84.4 on the Russell. I'm not in it. Big market is this. Okay. That was another momentum trade right there on the Russell. Short. And gold is not really trending again, guys. Okay. Daniel on soybeans, isn't the cycle the wrong color? The cycle is the wrong color. That's why you need to close above the trend line. Okay. Even if it hits the BBC, if the cycle is the wrong color, you got to have a close above the trend line. Okay. Now the ES is right on top of its weekly trading weekly trading zone. Okay. Let's see. Natural gas has a short, had a short from 252 right there. All right, that's just a regular slingshot short. Soybeans has a long from right here at 51.50. Slide that over, nothing there, nothing there. Nothing there. No, Daniel. If it hits the BBC, you know, when the cycle changes color, it doesn't matter if it hits the BBC, you got to have a close above the trend line. Okay, if it doesn't hit the BBC, you got to have a close above the trend line, and if the cycle's the wrong color, you got to have a close above the trend line. Those are the rules. Okay. Oh, crap. Hang on a sec, guys. I want to load last night's meeting. That was our first meeting in a while. That's why I went into as much detail as I did last night. And last night was 190, right? Okay. On the soybeans, from 50.50, it's up to 52.50 now. So I'm going to throw my stop at break even on that. Again, it tried the last time. It's got to get through 53. If it gets through 53, it should go all the way up to 58. Okay. On the gold, there's your trend line. It's got a high of 19. It'll have a low of 18.6. Okay. So if we close down at 18.6 on the gold, it'd be a short trade. The gas short was more of a trend line break than a slingshot due to the color of the cycle. Yes, that is correct. I never changed the settings in the slingshot, Steve. So if you didn't mess with it, then it should be right. The one thing that you can look at, oops, hang on. There's a long trade right here on the Russell from 84.7. I'm going to try 84.8. Oops, 84.8. Let's see if I get filled. The one thing you can look at, are you on DT Pro or are you on Ninja, Steve? Okay, I did get filled at 84.8. for better or worse. Apex, okay. The one thing to look at is... Nope, I just stopped out on that. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Right here where it says tick by tick update, make sure yours is on. Okay, make sure it's on. And I just stopped out on that, Russell. Is the ES going? No, the ES wasn't going into a zone. It's just a plain old stop out. Where's my Russell? There it is. Alright, so currently we are -8 on beans, we're +4 on the Russell, +16 on crude, back to break even on gas, and +10 on gold. Alright. There was a short trade over here on gold that I missed. Should have been right there. Alright, and stop should have gone to break even on that by now. And setting up a short trade in here. Right, I guess you could be short crude right here at 48.31. Too late now. Hey, you guys in Long Island, how much snow did you get? I missed this one over here. Sorry, guys. All right, Steve. All right, we've got a cycle reset going on over here on the Russell. Time is it? 10:41. All right, we've got about 45 minutes left in here, guys. Get up there. It's got to get through it this time. They really gave a big push just now on the soybeans. There it goes. I knew it was going to go. Okay, so I'm in at 51.5, and my stop is at +6. I'm going to put my stop at +4. Give it a little room. Because I think it's going to try to get up to 58 right here. 55 would be the next big number up here. There's a short right here on crude. Okay, 8 ticks locked in and a short on crude. The short on crude is right here at 24. All right, I'm in at 23. It's a momentum trade, so I'm throwing my stop at break even right away. And I'm out at break even on that. And 10 ticks locked in on the soybeans. Alright, and I'm flat with 10 on the beans. And I just took a break even on that crude, right? 43. I landed 315, Jada. I'm going to take solo right now. Thinking about it. All right. Yeah, the cycle's going up too steep for the crude. And nothing there. It's really snowing. I thought it was only going to be an hour. It's been 2 hours now. All right, so we got about 45 minutes left in here. Currently we're +2 on beans, +4 on the Russell, +16 on crude. We're flat on gas and 10 on gold. +10 on gold. So that's what? 260, $325 so far. All right, the soybeans only made it up to 54.5. So maybe they're going to try again here. But the cycle is red, so we need to close above the trend line. The Russell's not really trending here, so I'm not going to go for the long. Crude oil's not really trending, so I'm not going to go for any shorts. I'm just not going to do anything right here. Does anybody have any questions? Has anybody asked any questions that I haven't answered? Because they scroll up out of view. If you have, then just type them in again. Okay. When I'm drawing my trend line, so I always keep the initial point at the swing and then adjust the tail as needed. Yes, Robert, that's exactly what I do. And you only adjust the trend line until price hits the BBC, okay? Don't adjust it anymore after it hits the BBC. Like right here, if we go to down close on this, see, now we need it to close up above this trend line. And now the black step line is going to cross below, so we're going to disqualify any trade over here. We could short gold right here, 17.9. Hey, I'm trying 17.8, but I'm not filled yet. Now I am. So I'm short gold, 17.8. 8 ticks risk. Fix that. And soybeans needs to close up above here. Now a little while ago there was a bullish cross test of the BBC with an up close with bullish divergence on the gas. I didn't go for it because of where the cycle was. Alright. Which one? The YM, Jason? Yeah, I got... Only add 3 more eyes. 2 more hands. Okay, the gold started moving. I'm in at 0.8 on that. So I'm just going to lock in 5 ticks right here. And I'm done with 5 ticks. If I were to not trade any more gold right now, that would be positive on the month. Okay, and let me bring the ES over because I don't have the paint bars on it. Every bar, these are range bars, so every bar either closes at the top or the bottom. If it closes at the top, it's a blue bar. If it closes at the bottom, it's a red bar. And up close is a blue bar. Okay. What was the question? Did my DT Pro Dom bracket spontaneous change from 8 tick stop loss to 10 tick stop loss at entry? No. I restarted last night for the partners meeting, and whenever I start back up, my gold is automatically set to 10 for some reason, and I hadn't changed it. Okay. Did you get that, Robert? What I just said? Because these are range bars, every bar either closes at the top or the bottom. You know, the paint bar colors do not indicate an up or a down close. You know, like this one right here closed at the top, but it's a black bar. This one closed at the bottom, but it's an orange bar. Okay. Alright guys, it is 10:54. We got about 30 minutes left in here. Anybody got any questions about anything? 31, 5. We're sitting at about plus 375 right now. So far, 5, 10, 15, 23, it looks like. There are a couple momentum trades over here on the gold that I didn't take. It's pulling back now where we have divergence and it would have a regular slingshot trade. Possibly. That would annoy me. Where are my glasses? Sorry. Robert, you need to check that the... Hang on a sec. That one gave me a hard time the other day, too. go to indicators, the CFR and OS, click on that, and make sure that calculate on bar close is set to false. Okay. Click on that and calculate on bar close, set that to false. Gabriel, there's a video that was sent to you, and there's a couple of videos that say exactly how to download whichever one you want to do. Which one do you want to do, Ninja or DT Pro? Look in the emails that were sent to you, because I know I sent them personally. All right, I was just going to say there's a momentum short trade over here on the crude, but that was back here. Back here, 47.75. Okay, they're all in there. And are you doing DT Pro or Ninja, Gabriel? Okay, last night's workshop is almost ready to go. It's 2 hours and 2 minutes. CL215 contract. Is your data the same as mine for the crude? No, you're trading the February contract? FG, yeah. That should be right. This is the Feb contract. And your data should be the same as mine when it's bouncing around, right? Robert? Oh, do you know how to take a screenshot? Can you take a screenshot and send it to me? Right click, and go to data, and save image, and then just attach it to an email. Okay. And up close on this bar on gold would be a long trade right there at 18.2. Okay, I'm long 18.2 on the gold. And stop to break even. There's a short right over here on the Russell I missed. It's going to take me out.
ዝናባማ ምሽት ደጁ ረጥቦ በእንባ አፈን ከመንገድ መብራቶች አንዱን ተደግፈን
Calvin, we'll keep you up to date, but Daniels hasn't updated their. Here's the thing, you know, there are set dates where they all roll forward, but there's time when you should start rolling it forward before the set date. You know, like on the ES and the indexes, the new contract becomes available the second Thursday of every expiration month. All right. And the current contract expires the third Thursday of every expiration month. But we start trading the new contract usually 4 or 5 business days. 4 or 5 business days before the old contract expires. Right? I just go with the contract that's got the most volume. Okay. Okay, on the natural gas, right here. All right, it's 11:07, guys. 11:07. All right. On the crude, we need an up close on this bar would be a momentum long trade over here on the crude. Okay, now that's not the case anymore. We don't have anything here. We don't have anything here. We don't have anything here. Natural gas. If you get a down close below the trend line on the gas, that would be a short trade. It's got to happen soon though, because of the way the cycle's flattening out right here in the middle. Okay. Are soybeans usually this slow? Well, they consolidate after they move, Granted, they haven't had a huge range today, but we have the crop report coming out on Monday, so that could be why the soybeans are the way they are today. Okay, Calvin. All right, on the natural gas, we have a high of 944. We'll have a low of a 940 on that. Okay. And the crude just dropped through the BBC. It's got to close above the trend line because there's red on the cycle.
Hello everybody, welcome to my Global Asset Allocator course.
We got no trade there on the gas. Okay, no trade on the gas, nothing on the soybeans, nothing on the crude, nothing on the gold. The Russell, if it pulls back here and we get some divergence, then we could have a trade over there. Okay. It's 11:11. Alright, on the crude right here, this down close at 47.25 is a short. Okay, I just jumped in at 47.27 on that. So I'm looking for 4 ticks profit or a close below the MA1. So I want to make sure my stop is at 8 ticks, and it is. And the low of the day is right here at 47.22. We're looking for the green line to turn down and get down into the cycle. When it does that, we should put in a lower swing. Okay, the lower swing should be down below 42.22 and 47.22. Okay. My stop is up at 35. So my stop is right up here at dynamic support, the broken dynamic support. And sorry, I missed this one over here on the Russell. It's really snowing. Suppose that's good since I'm going skiing today. And it almost stopped me out, but it didn't. Momentum short trade right here on the Russell at 80.2. Oops. Stop to break even on that momentum short. Stop to +2 on that momentum short. plus 3. Oops, flat with 3. And stopped out on the crude. Okay, put that over there. This is right here to right about there. And this was right here up to there. All right. All right, is the gold trending? No, it's not. It's 11:15, guys. We've got about 10 minutes left in here. Oh, crap. I turned away from this. The Russell had a nice short right there from 79.1. I just turned away from. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Sorry. What time is it? 11:19. We got about 6 minutes left in here, guys. Has anybody asked any questions that I haven't answered? Bar, I assume I had a red cycle at the time of the trade. Which one? The crude trade that I stopped out on? Mark. The cycle was red. Yeah, the cycle was red down here. But it wouldn't have mattered. The trade was a close below the trend line. And I just hadn't drawn the trend line. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Okay. Currently on the day, we are +2 on beans, +7 on the Russell, +8 on crude. We're even on gas, and +15 on gold. All right. 79.2 is the low on this, on the Russell. 79.6 is the high. All right. What time is it? 11:21. 11:21. All right, on the Russell, stop to break even. I got in at 0.7. Lock in 3, and I'll take 3. I'm not getting a lot of follow through here, so I'm happy to lock in profit quickly right now. That, and we're about to wrap it up. Crude just had a long trade from right here that I'm not in. All right, the Russell didn't put in a higher swing there. You sent an email. Could I please have a look? Okay, I'll go take a look right now. When did you send it? Because I don't see it. Did you send it just now, Michael? Oh, 2 hours ago. Okay. Let me see if I'm missing something in here. I'm looking all the way back to 8 a.m. and I don't see it. Can you send it again, please? Thanks. Not that I don't want to call you. believe that was Bert signing off.
So here is my Uncle Milton.
Okay, let me just go check. Make sure I got it. Hang on a second. I didn't get it. Here, Mike, here, send it to this email. Okay. All right. It's 11:26, guys. I'm going to wrap it up for the week. Today is the 9th day of January. Today in soybeans we made 2 ticks profit. Yeah. 17.10. Okay. Today in soybeans we made 2 ticks profit. In the Russell we made 10 ticks profit. Natural gas we're break even. Crude oil made 8 ticks profit. In gold we made 15 ticks profit. 17.10. So 355 is what we ended with. Number of minutes, it took 30 minutes today. And 9 trades to get to 100. And we took a total of 5, 10, 15, 21, 22, 23, 25 trades. Alright, so on the month, guys, for the 6 days trade, we're up $2,065 a contract. If you apply an $8 commission to every trade we've taken so far, you'd be up a net of $889. If you apply a $5 commission to every trade we've taken so far, you'd be up a net of $1,330. Okay, and this is where we stand on the year, on the month, on the day. All right, let me save this file, save as that. Okay, and now to get into the next session, do we have anybody in here on the free trial today? Anybody? Okay, well, anyway, to get into the next session, go to cfriron.net. In the right-hand column, scroll down to where it says